What's going on, everybody? We're back here with another video. So, despite the title of the video, so something very interesting has been happening to me. Um, and it's been quite strange, to say the least. So, despite the title of the video, I have to kind of be careful how I word this or how I you guys will know. So as you all know, I started a new job last week or something like that prior to this video, and sorry about the things right here. I fucking acne. But anyway, I recently just started a new job. Um, as you guys know, I already posted it on the channel. I think I'm not entirely sure. Uh, but within the first couple of days, something very interesting happened. Now, I'm one of those people that just kind of just go my own way. I just kind of do my own thing. I just kind of do something, outside of that whole thing. Well, as you guys know, that I posted a video about rules of the world. If you guys watched the video, um, but um my whole opinions about that kind of changed, especially for me. I'd say, but um, it's kind of hard to kind of speak on this because I'm not entirely sure. I don't fully understand it yet, but I will see if I can't try to explain it the best I can. So uh, so on my first day, I ended up meeting this girl, and things kind of took off pretty quick. Um, the only thing that I did was kind of asked her uh, how to help me with a dark door, because I'm new there, and I didn't know how anything worked. um yeah, so yeah, I ended up asking her and see how how it works and all of that sort of stuff, and then something clicked. Boom. And it's weird. She broke the ice with me. Like it that something like that don't happen with me. um I'm just kind of one of those dudes who just stick to himself, talk to people who I get comfortable around, and who I kind of work with, or something about that manner. But ever since that interaction with her that day, it's been very interesting. um um she broke the ice. She asked my name. She just broke the ice with me, and ever since then it's just been, I'd say, natural. I'd say I don't fully understand it. um and it's been a weird dynamic. It's been a interesting dynamic. As you guys can tell, I don't really know how to talk about it. But the best I can explain it is that how can I say it? it feels like she already knew me. It feels weird. The way she looks at me, it acts like she already knows who I am. What it's, it's weird. And as for me, as somebody who's been trying to just work, for game money, um to get the new games on the channel, and this complete dynamic of this whole thing is throwing that off balance, and I don't know how to explain it. It's I want to say it's falling in love, but I would say that it's flourishing. I'd say. Um, yeah, I guess I could say that. Um, I just don't really know how to talk about it. Um, Especially through video, and because she who knows. Um, but it's been interesting. And I'm not sure how to react to it, honestly. Um, which kind of goes into my death of my last relationship. My last relationship was about 6 years ago. Um, she was an old high school sweetheart that I messed around with. If you guys watched my Rules of the World, or Rules of the yeah, well, um, she wasn't a nice experience. She had all kinds of guy friends, I'd say, that she was very comfortable with, and I wasn't comfortable with that, and I let it be known, and um, she kind of took it in a weird way, and that was it. That's history. Um, and like maybe 3-4 days later, she was already seeing someone else, and she wanted to try to be friends, um and act like nothing never happened, and that was a hard punch. That hit hard, really hard. But I'm I'm one of those people who are trying to do their own thing, and just trying to pretend that it something like this don't exist, and it's just how I always been. But she's been kind of consistent, um, and it's leading me to, I don't really know how to react to it. Um, the thing is, the interesting thing is that I'm not nervous around her, but I am shy around her. Um, but she's very letting it know that she has a thing for me. But I, like, again, I don't really know how to react to it, and um, I'm usually one of those people who just kind of wait until the interest dies. That's how I am. But what was also interesting is that uh, she's been persistent. Of course, we do have to work. This is, we're at our job, and we have to do our jobs. And so she's on the other side of the warehouse. I'm on the other side, and so we don't really see each other much. But today, prior to this video, um, she came rolling up where I worked, because I work right next to the where you charge equipment and all that sort of stuff. And um, man, she just kind of rolled up, and asked, oh, if I'm staying late, because I had to stay late. I'm in a bit of a leading role in the stuff that I'm actually doing right now, um, with another co-worker of mine. That's been cool as hell. But yeah, she came up, and asked, oh, and then she, oh, you got 4 minutes, blah blah blah, because we had to get a quota, and we didn't get it, but um yeah, she's like, oh, you got 4 minutes to charge your equipment, blah blah blah, and of course she put her stuff right next to mine, and it's interesting. Again, I don't really know how to act to it. I never I've never actually really met anyone outside of the people I know, if that makes sense. Um, I don't really know how to communicate with people. I really don't know how to express, that sort of shit. um, but I am good at games. But with this sort of thing, it's a little bit difficult for me. The last relationship I was in, she was, I've already known this person, and she was a high school sweetheart, and so it was very easy for me to actually, get into things. But um, I am also taking it into account that I do have to, kind of do it on my own terms, because I'm not entirely sure how long I'm actually going to be at this job. Because usually, when I'm at a job, um, I'll either, get bored of it and quit, and then not work for another 6, 7 months out of the year, or something like that, or just, get enough money for, the games that I want to put on the channel, because, that's the only way I can get money. But I usually get sick of jobs, within the first week or so. I'm already kind of feeling it, because the things I'm doing right now is already kind of shitty, I'd say. But I'm kind of staying because of, the dynamic that, what's the dynamic that's going on with this person. Uh, and as you guys can tell, it's been very difficult for me to explain, on how to talk to it, on how to, do all that sort of stuff. But that goes into the channel. As of right now, I don't know the status of the channel at the moment. I have this very interesting dynamic going on in my life right now, and I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna stand with the channel. That's all up in the air right now. I'm just trying to figure out, how things are gonna play out. Um, it's interesting. I've had my dad. My dad recently started working with me, and my and a coworker who I started working with, who started the day after I did, and he confirmed it too, that she has a thing for me, and I'm starting to see it, and I just don't know how to act to it. And I don't know if, if she knows me from somewhere, or if she, it's, I'm not quite sure, because it feels like that she knows me, like she's seen me before, and she knows who I am. Like, that's the crazy thing. And she just is that type. But the one thing that I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out what her intentions are, because I know my intentions very clear. I know my clear intentions. But I just don't exactly know what her intentions are. Um, and it's going day by day. Somebody I've never met, somebody that um broke the ice with me. That's the one thing. That is the one thing that I actually have kind of caught my attention. A lot of women don't get my attention. Uh, Mostly because I just most of the time I'm quiet and I'm shy. Um, most women don't get my attention, and she broke the ice. Like, I'm this name, that name, yeah, shook hands, and ever since then it's been kind of interesting thing. I just don't know. It's hard to explain. It's very hard, and I keep going back to it. From the beginning of the video, middle of the video, all that sort of shit. Um, and I'm just trying to unravel in my mind how this is how it's affecting me, how it's trying to be that sort of dynamic, and I don't know. Ooh, I almost lost that. But again, as for the channel, the status of the channel right now is kind of up in the air. I really don't have the means to play a lot of games right now. I just been I have to get up in a really early I have to get up really early for this job. And it hasn't been too bad for me recently, because I'm not much of a morning person. God, I can't talk. So I'm not much of a morning person, but I've been kind of getting used to it day by day. And my b-day, my birthday's coming up in a few weeks. And that's already scary too, because um I'm turning 28 this year, and it's crazy how time flew in the last 6 years, from me being 22 to me first starting on this channel, and just 6 years gone by, and I don't even fucking remember half of it. So I don't know when the next video is gonna be out. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna stream. But I am going to get the games that I promised. But as of right now, things are in a very interesting situation. It's something is it's hard to explain. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna post, or kind of an update for this channel, or something like that. But yeah, I just don't know when the next time I'm gonna end up upload, or the next time I'm gonna stream or something like that. But as I said, this job is only 6 to 8 weeks. It's only a temporary job, but things can happen very fast. And the big V days coming up here in a couple of weeks too. And but I'm sitting here like, oh, thank God it's on a Saturday. But I just don't know. I really don't know. and I'm just trying to figure it out. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I guess let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.